Michelle, this bill is pretty comprehensive, covering everything from historic preservation to sprinkler systems. But one clause could give landlords more leeway when it comes to evicting. Anders Zanichkowski has been renting for nearly a third of his life.
This is a two-bedroom apartment on the east side of Madison.
5 different homes in the past 8 years.
Neighbors are really friendly. Everybody gets along really well. Great relationship with the landlord.
He knows the ins and outs of apartment living. As both a tenant and an employee at the Tenant Resource Center, Anders was quick to catch word of a new bill state senators were circulating.
The way I see it, it's going to turn landlords into cops.
We're trying to be fair to both sides of the landlord-tenant law, and this is another step forward in that direction.
Part of the bill gives landlords the ability to evict a tenant based on suspicion of criminal activity within that apartment. Conviction of a crime or even prior police intervention is not a prerequisite.
I believe that when you have bad acting tenants, often the other tenants who live nearby are paying a greater price than the landlord.
Madison's Tenant Resource Center says the bill's dangerously broad language could have unintended effects.
And it's so broad, it seems like anybody you know who could be associated with you does anything on or around the property, you could end up with the eviction notice.
It's unclear where it could be, who it has to be in relationship to you, or what even has to be going on.
Anders says as a renter, that's unnerving.
It's not even a police officer who's showing up to say, hey, I think you've committed a crime. Now it could be your landlord says, hey, I'm going to take on that role myself. I don't see how that keeps anybody safer, frankly.
The bill's co-sponsor says the bill will also require landlords to include a list of rights and recourse action that tenant can take on the eviction notice they're given. They expect the bill to pass both houses, though, in a matter of weeks, Michelle.